G'day everyone, this is my 2020 Can-Am Spyder RT Limited. Today I'm going to be looking at fitting a fuel can to carry some extra fuel. For a few times now my mate Phil and I have been out on our Spyders, and the first time we were up in western New South Wales, up on the Queensland border, up to Burke, up to Cunnamulla, and twice we had trouble finding 95 octane, minimum 95 octane for our Spyders, and it was pretty touch and go, and a couple of times we've almost run out of fuel as well. So we thought we'd have a go at locating a fuel tank that would fit and where to carry it on the Spyder. So what I'm looking at doing is fabricating a bracket for a fuel tank carrier that will go onto a bracket that will connect there. So these are some cans we found online, and I'm looking to fabricate that. Phil's already done one on his machines, but he's got the old RT, so I'm looking at doing one for this one. The plan is to be able to connect the fuel can to these screws here. These are the screws that you can raise or lower the foot pegs on the Spyder, the RT Spyder, the 2020 model and subsequent models. And the fuel tank will go onto there once a fuel can bracket has been fabricated for the back of this. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done and be able to carry some fuel. I'm looking at picking up two of these holes that will make it nice and firm so that it won't move sideways. So from there we're going to give it a go and see what we can do, and Bonnie's going to help. Aren't you, Bon? Thanks. These are the parts that come with the kit. You've got a plate, two U-bolts, stainless steel, 4 screws. This is the locking mechanism and the optional locking key so that the fuel tank doesn't go missing overnight if we leave the Spyder anywhere. So how this works is this piece will go into there, the screw locking plate screws into there, the lock will go in and it tightens down. On the back here, this plate will go on to the back of this face here, but there's a slight issue. I don't want to be pulling the screws onto the container itself. It needs to fit onto this face here, but there is a difference I measured up of around about 9 millimeters from this face to this face. So consequently I'll need to make up some spaces just so that it sits out, probably some 10 millimeter spaces that will just hold it a little bit proud, so that when the screw goes onto the back, this face here is actually pulling onto the face of the tank. So where I'm at now is I need to fabricate up some little 10 millimeter spaces. These screws that come with the kit consequently won't be long enough probably. I'll need to get some longer screws out of my kit, put them in, put that on, then that will be going in there. This plate will go on, and then we'll design something that will connect this plate onto another plate that will probably bolt onto the screw holes that hold the foot pegs for the Spyder. So that's where we're at the moment, and we'll see how we go. So after much R&D and a bit of T&E, I've come up with a design that I think will work. How to make up a plate that will fit into the slot where the footrest goes, slide up and down. This goes onto there, the bolts go through. I've had to machine down the heads a little bit just to recess them so it would sit flat. Other way around. One goes in that one. That one goes in there. And that goes on. And that will go on there. Screws will go on, hold that plate, those nuts will go on there. I would have liked to put lock nuts on there, but it's just not deep enough, and I'll show you when we get over to the bike what I mean. So they will go on with some permanent Loctite type compound. That will go into that one first, of course, then this will go on, and that will go in, and that will put through from the other side. So when I've got it together, we'll have a look at it. These are the tools I need: 8mm, 6mm and a 13mm. So here we are, all put together. These two screws here go into the foot bracket holes. This will go into like this. The bracket goes up and down. This screws in. Lock will go in there. They will screw in. Of course the tank will come off and I'll be able to access these two screws, two set screws from the top with an open end ringy, open ender, and we'll see how it goes. And so here we are, all done, all fitted, all good. I fitted it with the lock this time. This lock is very interesting. It doesn't work the way that I thought it would work. With the lock in, you can't turn it, but you do need to twist the key and the whole barrel pulls out. Really unusual. I saw that there was a thread here and I thought, okay, something threads on that, but obviously they got it from some other use, but it works. You can undo it once the barrel is out. And there we are. This piece here is the bit that came with the kit. Plate with the screws going through into the mounting holes here, and there's a plate that goes onto that one, and then it all fits on. So it wasn't all that difficult. These things come in three colours. You can get the black, you can get the green, or a red. This is a 5 litre. They also come in a 3 litre. If you're thinking of touring, well, this won't work if you're going to have a pillion on the back and you're touring. I suppose pillion could put their feet on it, but it wouldn't be really comfortable. But if I'm going to carry a pillion, I'll take it off. If I'm touring, I won't be carrying a pillion. If you're carrying a pillion and you're touring, of course you can always take some octane booster if you can't find 90, 95 or greater octane. So there we have it, all up. It wasn't all that difficult. I think I might make another one for the other side as I go a little bit closer to the trip we've got planned. So I hope you enjoyed the video and it might inspire you to make one. If you want to make one, what I'll do is I'll put a link or some sort of a description down below as to how to find it, and you'll be able to make your own decision on that. So thanks for watching and take care. Hooroo.